I'm on a mission to review and rank every single episode of Star Wars The Clone Wars, and I'm not stopping until it is done. I'm of course talking about the critically acclaimed 3D computer animated Star Wars anthology series that first aired in 2008 and ended in 2020. Not to be confused with Star Wars Clone Wars, the 2D animated micro series that was released in 2003. I'm watching and reviewing every single episode in the official release order to keep things simple and ranking each episode as I go along. When all is said and done, I'll have a complete and comprehensive ranking of every episode from the entire series. So to make sure you don't miss a single episode, like this video and subscribe to the channel to ensure you stay on this journey with me. There will be spoilers for today's featured episode, so viewers beware. Now, on to today's episode. Today we are looking at episode 16 from season 2 titled Cat and Mouse. In Clone Wars' very first chronological episode, Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi fight to break a separatist blockade led by Admiral Trench so that they can deliver resources to Bail Organa's relief effort on the surface of Christophsis. After being forced to retreat and regroup, Anakin and Admiral Yularen pilot a prototype Republic stealth ship on a mission to deliver the much needed resources to the planet. But after Trench starts bombing the surface to draw out the Republic, Anakin is forced to take out Trench's command ship. His initial attack fails and reveals the stealth ship to Trench, but Anakin improvises a plan of attack using the Admiral's own missiles against him after he is forced to lower his shields to fire them. Anakin destroys Trench and his ship, leaving his fleet helpless to Obi-Wan's attack. In the end, Anakin finally delivers the supplies to the surface and the Republic win the day. Cat and Mouse is a huge comeback for Clone Wars after the disappointing previous episode that delivers a super tense game of cat and mouse, obviously, that shows off Anakin's skills as a strategist and a pilot as he attempts to outwit the smartest separatist leader that we have ever seen. But perhaps the most interesting aspect of this episode is the fact that this is the very first episode of Clone Wars when you place the series in chronological order. This episode even takes place before the movie. The decision to originally air Clone Wars out of order is still controversial to this day, and the fact that it took 38 episodes to see the start of the series is just bewildering. But a logical ordering aside, this episode stands out as one of the very best episodes that we have seen so far. This episode is entirely dedicated to the strategy and skill behind space combat. Anakin's skill as a pilot certainly helps here, but ultimately it's planning and strategy that win the day. The entire plot revolves around Anakin piloting an experimental stealth ship as he attempts to outmaneuver Admiral Trench and destroy his command ship. Speaking of Trench, he is a joy to watch in this episode. We've seen a number of separatist leaders throughout the series so far, but Trench stands out. He's super interesting visually. Essentially, he's an anthropomorphic arachnid with some unique physical mannerisms, but he really makes an impact with his mind. Trench is smart and deadly efficient. This is displayed throughout the episode, and Admiral Yularen is already familiar with him. His reputation and the stories that Yularen tells about him build an incredible presence around the Admiral, and it creates a compelling threat for Anakin to defeat. I especially love that Yularen is able to recognize Trench's strategies and research his suspicions after the initial battle to find out more about his enemy. It's simple, but it shows that Trench holds significant weight within the Clone Wars. Anakin's skills piloting the stealth ship also shine in this episode. It's always interesting to see Anakin be put in a situation he can't win with brute force, and it also shows off his underrated skills as a strategic war general. His final strategy that wins the day shows a perfect intersection of his piloting skills and strategic planning that is a joy to watch and proves why Anakin is as revered as he is. Trench and Anakin are equally matched, resulting in an episode that has some extremely tense moments that thrill and entertain. The whole situation plays out like a submarine movie in space, and it creates a nice connection back to the old World War scenarios that inspired Lucas in the first place. I only have one small nitpick here, and it's something that comes up quite often in this series. We again have another example of an extremely effective weapon being introduced, used for one episode, and then never being seen again. Why isn't everyone using cloaked ships? The only other one I can think of is Starkiller's ship from The Force Unleashed. At least I think that ship could cloak, and I'm sure there are some fan explanations citing stuff like cost, power consumption, and whatever, but they made it work here, so why didn't they just do it again? Stuff like this drives me crazy. But it's hard to linger on a nitpick when there are so many other small more details to appreciate here, like how Trench's ship has war paint. It makes him stand out even more. We also get a nice little Easter egg from Bail Organa, who basically repeats Leia's famous hologram from A New Hope to Obi-Wan during this episode. And finally, Trench's face of acceptance before his ship is destroyed is just perfect. Cat and Mouse proves itself to be one of Clone Wars' very best episodes. The tension here is palpable, Anakin and Admiral Trench are equally matched, and the incorporation of a stealth ship creates some super unique action. This is an episode beaming with personality from both sides, and it's a joy to watch Anakin's reckless strategies win the day. This is essential Star Wars viewing. And that was Cat and Mouse, ranking it against every other episode of Clone Wars I've reviewed so far. It currently sits at number 4. Will it hold this place? Only time will tell. And here is the complete ranking so far. That's me finished for this episode. Now, I want to hear from all of you. What's your personal review of this episode? Where would you rank it among every other episode of Clone Wars? Let me know in the comments below after you've liked the video and subscribed. I'll see you guys next time with another Clone Wars episode review and ranking. Until then, thank you for watching. As always, look after yourselves, stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next video.